What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building. I'll be breaking down my boy Ricky Simón versus Raphael Assunção. I love this fight. This is probably one of the better fights on the card stylistically. The betting spot. I feel like this might be one of the better spots in terms of underdog picks of the whole card. If you are, dude. Like, honestly, I would not blame you if you went with Assunção. There's just so much story for Assunção if you really think about it. Ricky Simón, it's really nothing in terms of just moving up the rankings, or not even moving up the rankings, getting back into the rankings. He got kicked out of the rankings after the Rob Font and Faber loss, right? But has been on a really good, decent streak, and he's getting another guy, another test, another older fighter with a really good stylistic matchup to him, and let's see if he can overcome that against Assunção. Assunção and Faber are very similar in terms of their accolades. Both guys super close to that title. Now Assunção never got the title shot. Like Faber was, the title shot was like candy for him. Hey, Dana was like, you want more title shots? Here. No disrespect to Faber. I like Faber a lot. He's a Cali boy, but oh my God, he got a lot of undeserved title shots. I thought he was done after Brow. When they did the trilogy with Cruz, I was like, oh my God, they gave him another one. I get it, but I was shocked. I was like, okay, but yeah, Assunção. Let's talk about it. This is redemption. This is, you could call it the resurrection of Assunção's career. This is, probably one of his bigger fights of his career, because this is his damn near his UFC job on the line, in my humble opinion. It's a 3-fight skid. No, he hasn't been finished in all 3, but he got finished badly in both of them. Got hurt bad against Moraes, and got submitted against Moraes, but he got hurt and just got destroyed by Cody Garbrandt. And that loss doesn't even look that good, because Cody's just going downhill like a mofo. But it is what it is. But for him, stylistically, a lot of those guys were strikers. They were longer, or they have more power than him. In this matchup, he's not dealing with that. He's dealing with somebody almost kind of similar to him, a grappler, right? I wouldn't call Assunção a grappler. He's more like a very well balanced fighter. But he's a I don't want to. It's not a bad thing, but he's a decisionator. I shouldn't call him the decisionator. That's Dominic Cruz, but he's a decision guy. He wins decisions. He doesn't really finish guys, but he knows how to win fights. That's really what he has. Really good fight IQ. That's what it comes down to. And for this is, this is really one of the better spots on the card to get a dog. I really do think, and it's not nothing crazy in terms of the odds. He's just a moderate dog. They know Assunção has a real legitimate chance of winning this fight. But man, I think Assunção, this is everything for him. I really do believe that. I think he's going to come here super motivated. I have not listened to any of the media interviews yet. I was fucking pissed. I should have did it. I should have listened to it before I got here. But I just, in my humble opinion, I think he's going to come here super motivated. He sees a young, hungry Ricky Simón, and I think he wants to just go out there and show Simón his time is not now. My time is now. And Simón, you're going to have to wait your turn, right? I think that's basically what the veteran opponent has to do, with a veteran counterpart to the younger, youthful fighter, right? So that's what you have to have. You have to have that mentality, I have to stop this guy no matter what. I have to show them that there's levels to this, right? And Assunção's going to have to show Ricky Simón that there's levels to this, and that's the mentality he needs to have. And I really could see Assunção winning this. But, Ricky Simón, more than him just being my boy, and that kid is just amazing. The improvements he's made since the Rob Font fight. Obviously, the competition isn't the greatest, but dude, the kid is really good. And it's really, in this matchup, you're choosing Assunção's experience, his fight IQ, and his just overall knowledge of the game, and maybe a suspect chin by Simón, or you're going with the youthful Simón, who's just super motivated. His wrestling is just crazy good, and he's just ragdolling dudes, and you just might think his young testosterone might get him through it. So might just be able to destroy Assunção. Maybe they might say Assunção's low T or something like that. I hate that now. Anyone that loses has low T. I swear, I've been seeing people say that about Tony Ferguson, he has low test. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't know why I brought that up, but like I hate that. Like I literally hate when people start saying stuff like that. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's get to the stats. I mean, Assunção comes to a record of 27-8. Fights out of Brazil. Actually, not fighting out of Brazil. He's from Brazil. Fights out of Georgia, age 39, a height of 5'5", and a reach of 66.5. Simón, 18-3, is fighting out of Washington, age 29, a height of 5'6", and a reach of 70. In terms of the rankings, man, where is Simón ranked? I don't think Simón's actually ranked. I think Assunção's ranked. Pretty sure. Yeah, number 12. So number 12 versus unranked fighter. So that's really, really good. In terms of notable wins for a guy like Assunção, I mean, he has wins over a lot of good dudes, man. A lot of good people. 27-8 record, a lot of experience. He's fought since the WEC days. He has a win over Rob Font, Marlon Moraes, Aljamain Sterling, fucking Pedro Munoz, TJ Dillashaw. Like, look at the names he's beaten. Like, that's crazy. Obviously, he has that loss to Faber, but like, that is nuts. That is nuts. Now, obviously, some of his, and he has that win over Jorge Masvidal, which is hilarious. But yeah. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, let's keep watching. Obviously, he won a really ungodly win streak, Brian Caraway. And then he won, wow, that is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He was on a 7-fight win streak before he ran it back with TJ Dillashaw. Fought TJ in a rematch, lost. Beat Aljamain, Marlon, Matthew Lopez, and Rob. That is a crazy win streak too, right? That's nuts. He never got the fucking a title shot. Now, he had a number 1 contender bout with Marlon Rice. Lost that one, lost a decision to Corey Sandhagen, and then got knocked out by Garbrandt. He was supposed to fight Ronnie Barcelos, and maybe he would have beat Kyler Phillips. But yeah, I mean, the resume speaks for itself. I mean, Simón's actually fought a lot of good guys too. I mean, Simón has fought some decent dudes, Brian Kelleher, Ray Borg, fucking Ronnie Yaha, Montel Jackson, Merab Davishvili, really good guys. Now, he's lost to Faber and Rob Font. I mean, I'll talk more about that before I talk about the Faber fight. But, I mean, he did really good in that fight. Just Font had the better jab, had the better punching movement, or I guess punching combinations, I should say that. And but he got some takedowns on fucking Font. But Font obviously stuffed some takedowns too. But yeah, I mean, he looked good. He looked a lot better. Now, the Faber fight, I saw that live. I think it was in SAC. I think it was in SAC. I forgot where it was at. But it was in SAC, I'm pretty sure. Was it in SAC? I'm not sure. I do sometimes my memory sucks. But so he fought Faber. I was live there. I was in the crowd. I was talking so much shit because there's so many Faber fans, bro. If you were there, the pop for Uriah Faber's like fucking the Tupac in California, right? And dude, it was nuts. Like, they were going crazy, right? So I was just talking my shit. I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Y'all really think he's gonna win? Oh, that's cute. Just get ready. Get the Kleenex ready, because your boy's getting knocked out or get beat, right?" But I said knocked out, right? I should have shut my mouth. That's one thing my pops always tells me. Sometimes you're ahead, eBay, but he never says that. But let's just say he calls me eBay, right? So sometimes you're ahead, eBay, but then you open your mouth, end up in last place, right? But and I feel like let's be honest here. If I didn't say nothing, I'm just being honest. Faber would have fucking folded like a lawn chair, like he was supposed to, like Jan did him, and we would never be here. But sadly, I feel like I really opened my mouth and I gave this man some fucking energy, some power out of nowhere. And he clocked Ricky Simón. I know there was some like debates about, was the stoppage early? No, it wasn't. I think it was a good stoppage. I mean, it is what it is. A legend like that gets a knockdown. I mean, you got to give it to him sometimes, right? And he proved a lot of people wrong. A lot of people were doubting him. I doubted him, but yeah, he got the W. But then fucking order resetted. Balance was restored. Peter Yan let that old man know, that old retired skateboard looking mofo know. Not today, boy. That's why I love Jan to this day. That's my boy, bro. That is my boy. Really, like, honestly, like, I was a fan of him when he beat Jimmy Rivera, but when he did that to Faber, dude, that was I have that on a loop. That fucking front kick he hit him with, dude, that was crazy. I enjoyed every second of that. Retired that mofo. But yeah, man, honestly, let's get back to the fight. I mean, we've talked about the notable wins. We've talked about everything. Now, obviously, how is a way for them to win? I feel like Simón is going to take the wrestling approach here. I think Assunção is going to take more of the, sprawl and brawl approach. I don't think he's going to try to take down Simón. I think he's going to stuff takedowns. He doesn't have the reach advantage, so he's going to have to get close, and I think that's actually better. You're going to have to go forward. When you're dealing with a wrestler, sometimes going forward was probably the best thing you could do. And you can force panic takedowns, and you can do a lot of things. Have them shoot for really, really bad takedowns, sprawl, get on top, hurt them, or get right back up, make them tired from overshooting, and break them that way, break their will, and apply strikes and just kind of break them down piece by piece. And I can see Assunção doing that. And that's one way, I think, one path of victory for him. He might, I don't know. His chin is somewhat suspect, but at the same time, Simón's chin is suspect. I see Assunção would have a good excuse because of age, but and Assunção doesn't have a lot of crazy knockout power, but maybe he did drop Raphael in the first round, so maybe he might hurt him a little bit. Might take advantage of that. Might have the better, cleaner striking. You never know. But Simón is actually really, really good. I remember in the Ray Borg fight, there was a lot of wrestling in there, and he took him down like 7 times. Ray Borg is phenomenal. I know he's a flyweight, but a phenomenal scrambler, phenomenal anti-wrestler. I know Mighty Mouse made him look like shit, but he's a really good fighter. And he, Simón was able to beat him. Obviously, the size, right? But Simón's actually striking isn't bad. I'll just say it like that. But yeah, that's only the path I see for Assunção. He has a really good chance, though. I think he's somebody. I think a lot of people should consider putting money on. I wouldn't blame you if you did. I'm not. I just Simón's my boy. I think I wouldn't put him in a parlay, but I think this is his fight. I really do. And what he did to Brian Kelleher, I mean, that just gave me so much faith in this kid. Like, he literally dominated Kelleher. Like, there was, from start to finish, made him look like garbage. And Kelleher's a decent fighter. He can beat a certain level of competition. Like, he can. Like, I'm not even, not joking right now. That guy can beat a certain level of competition below the rankings. The guy might have a chance against O'Malley. You never know. What he did in his last fight, just putting on a wrestling onslaught like that, he might have a chance, right? The guy is a decent fighter. I really do believe that. He's just fought, legit fighters, like legit top 15 level fighters. It's just there's guys that are kind of gatekeepers to the rankings, and I think that's what Kelleher is, right? And but besides that, doesn't mean he's trash, and he is a beast, right? And what Simón did to him from start to finish, it was not competitive at all. Kelleher tried to make it a fight, and he fought his heart out, and I respect that. But Simón went out there and fucking put it on him, bro. It was just from start to finish, there was levels, all right? The wrestling was just, it was on another level. And I think Simón, learning from the Faber fight and even learning from the Raphael fight, you just got to put that pressure on these guys. And I think he's going to put a lot of pressure on Assunção. I think he's going to take him down. I think he's going to break Assunção. And I think this will be Simón's crowning moment. And if Simón can beat Assunção, this will be the most impressive Assunção victory, or I guess loss, for us. Well, victory over Assunção will be very, very impressive for Simón. It'll be more impressive than Marlon, Cody, and Corey, right? Because all those guys are strikers, right? And they were able to beat Assunção. And I would say not his strongest. He's not a bad striker, but that's just, he doesn't compare to them, right? He doesn't have their power, right? So I wouldn't say it's impressive. Assunção is a good grappler, right? Some people thought Aljamain won that fight, but he was able to stuff some takedowns from Aljo. And what Simón will be able to do, if he can dominate him in the grappling, that will be so beneficial to him, because it's like, wow, this is such a stylistically hard matchup for him because he's dealing with another high-level grappler, and usually that kind of stuff cancels each other out. And if he can bypass that and still out-grapple him, I think he's a legit player. The man has a win over Merab Dvalishvili. Like, Dvalishvili just destroyed, he didn't destroy him, but that man broke Marlon Moraes. I saw it with my own eyes. Merab, I still see some technical holes in his game, but stylistically, he fights Peter Yan. I think he has a legit chance. I really do. After what I just saw there, that man has a fucking heart of gold and iron, and just that dude doesn't give up. I was shocked, And there was times where I know I'm talking about Merab a lot, but there was times where I really wanted to fade Merab because of the fact, how is this guy going to react to getting hurt? He looks like a guy that will, take that fetal position and give up, right? But after what I saw that day, he didn't. And even against Simón, when Simón had that guillotine in, that mounted guillotine in, the man did not give up. But for Simón, and it was a very competitive fight. I would say Merab was winning it, but Simón was right there with him, and he was giving him hell. The dude was giving him hell, and then when he just got on top, bro, I mean, it was over for Merab. I'm sorry, but I like Merab, but it was over for him. And for Simón to do that, I mean, he's a high level player in this game, and I think you'll see Simón in the top 10, and I think him versus O'Malley would be dope, and hopefully we get to see it one day, and I think Simón beats him. I think Simón will. I think he'll hurt him bad, bro. I really do think Simón beats him, but it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed. If Sean O'Malley would like to fight Ricky Simón, but it is what it is. But it is what it is. I said that like twice. Interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going with Ricky Simón by decision. I gotta take my boy Simón here. I think he's just younger, he's hungrier, and even though with a really good stylistic matchup for Assunção, I think he can overcome that, and I think he deserves credit. I really do. If he's able to beat Assunção the way I think he can beat him, I think he deserves a lot of credit. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the little breakdown. I know we went 16 minutes over, but yeah. And oh yeah, so there won't be any UFCs next week, but I will be doing the famous year 2 eBay 2021. I know I said that a few times. Year-end awards. Those will be dope. We did it last year, but I'll do it more in like parts, and I'll be doing that for the whole week. So I'll give you guys something to watch, because we won't be having a UFC for a month. It is what it is. I might do some Bellator thing, but I'll see if they have anything open. But yeah, man, this won't be the last video you see, but I just want to end it off by saying, man, I had a fun time doing this. Love y'all. Hope you guys are enjoying your holidays. Hope you guys are enjoying your time with your family. And have a great day. And do not forget to follow me on my Twitter and my Instagram. Like, comment, share the video. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. And happy holidays. Love y'all and goodbye.